All right, so here is all the tea I have accumulated from Emilia Perez. That movie that for some odd reason has 13 Academy Award nominations as a Netflix film, sort of. For context reminders, this is the Rotten Tomatoes score, and nobody seems to know how the fuck it beat out Challengers, or literally anything else. Like literally anything else. So let's begin. So the premise of the movie is that Zoe Saldana is a trial lawyer in Mexico City. She is employed by a drug kingpin to do some serious secret squirrel shit. What is the secret squirrel shit, you might ask? She has to vet and hire a surgeon for a sex change operation for the drug kingpin. But obviously, the drug kingpin can't let anybody know because they're a drug kingpin. Also, said drug kingpin is married and has 2 children. So then they also have to stage a fake death. So as far as the wife and the children knows, the drug kingpin is dead. Except they're not. The drug kingpin is now Emilia Perez. And Emilia Perez is living her best life. So Zoe Saldana, made a lot of money after that and didn't have to do anything about that anymore until 4 years later when she runs into Emilia Perez in London. Emilia wants her children and her wife to come live with her, but obviously they don't know that Emilia Perez is the kingpin. So Zoe has to lie and tell them that Emilia is like an auntie or a cousin that's going to take care of them, which Selena Gomez, who's the wife, is not having that because she wants to be with Gustavo. Meanwhile, Zoe and Emilia have made this organization in Mexico City to find people that have been taken and killed by the drug cartels. They have it's like a recovery center. They have volunteers and people who go out and look for the remains of these people. And then Selena Gomez and Gustavo get engaged, and Emilia doesn't like that. So Emilia cut off all of Selena Gomez's funds, credit cards and whatnot. And Selena's like, that's my fucking money. My dead husband left that to me. And so Gustavo and Selena Gomez kidnap Emilia. Well, Zoe Saldana and a whole group of people, I'm assuming that they were partial, the prior cartel or something like that. Well, they go try to rescue Emilia, but it didn't work out. Emilia tells Selena that she's her husband, but she got shot, and then Gustavo put her in the trunk. Selena tried to make him stop the car, but they started fighting, and then they fell off a cliff. I'm sorry, they drove off of a cliff, and the car caught on fire and exploded, and they all died. And now Zoe Saldana takes care of the children. The end. Also, this whole movie's a musical, but I feel like they forget that the movie's a musical for most of it because the songs are so spaced out. You might have 2 songs together, and then you're going to wait probably 20 minutes or so before another song starts, and then it's a whole thing. Now, did I like it? Here's the thing. I don't think the story is bad. It's not even really a bad movie, but there's no way in hell it deserves 13 nominations. There is nothing profound here. Cool story. It doesn't need to be a musical. It has 0 actual reason to be a musical. I don't understand why we wanted to do that. And I think this is nominated for costuming, which I have tea on. Overall, it's an okay movie. I don't think it deserved to be nominated for anything, really, but let's get into the tea. So number 1, about that costume nomination, do you know why they got a costume nomination, or what I'm assuming is why? Because the creative director of Yves Saint Laurent is a producer for the film and designed all the costumes. To repeat myself, the creative director of one of the biggest high-brand fashion companies in the world was both a producer and the costume designer. But you ready for some bigger tea? Now keep in mind, this has been nominated for 13 Academy Awards and has been certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. The director had to apologize to the country of Mexico for poor representation of the Mexican culture. That is full of stereotypes. And you're probably thinking, Candy, how can a movie shot in Mexico be full of Mexican stereotypes? Because it wasn't shot in Mexico. This bitch was shot in France. According to the director, it's not meant to represent the Mexican culture. Rather, Mexico is just a backdrop to the story. And supposedly, according to this article, none of the lead women were actually even born in Mexico. Okay, I actually just Googled. Miss Carla is from Spain, Zoe's from the Dominican Republic, and Selena is from Texas. But furthermore, The Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation calls this a step back in trans representation. Now, is it really? I don't know. I don't have the ability to say whether it is or it isn't. But all of this to say is I find it absolutely wild. You have this many people pissed off over a movie, and then it still get 13 nominations. That and the fact it wasn't very good. And also Yves Saint Laurent has its hands in it. So yeah, do with that which you will. Okay, bye.